So I've been getting a lot of comments. A lot of people asking, are Ram and Dodge gonna merge to put Ram back under the Dodge nameplate? While it would make some sense because I do it all the time. I say Dodge Ram. Hell, I believe even Tim Kuniskis does it on occasion. And he's the CEO of Ram. It's not going to happen. And I'm going to talk about why that is right after this. Guys, in case you didn't know, today is the last day for the Ram 1500 Rebel giveaway, and we launched a very special entry that'll match all your other entries on that truck today only. It will end at midnight. We will be announcing a winner tomorrow. Extra entries on the Ram TRX and the Chrysler 300 Hellcat also end tomorrow. If you want to get involved in any of those trucks, you can do so by going to tk'sgarage.bigcartel.com. Like I said, the Rebel is the first one to end. It will be ending tonight at midnight. The Ram Limited will be the next, which would end on March 1st. And then we go to the Ram TRX and the Chrysler 300. But if you want to get the best opportunity to win, it's with those extra entries. And those all expire tomorrow. And the Rebel ends tonight. All right, so let's talk about this. Ram and Dodge merging. Is it a good idea? I don't want to say it's a bad idea. I think it would put together brand cohesive, it'd make the brand a little bit more cohesive. But I think, we just saw Dodge, and I got to do a separate video on this. They finally axed the Hornet. It's officially canceled. The nameplate is dead. It's gone. They're not making any more of them. If you want one, you can go buy one. It's called an Alpha Tonale. It's not hard. But it brings us down to basically the Durango and the Charger at Dodge. I think, though, because Dodge is going to start launching these sub $30,000 Halo cars, these cars that are going to get people into the brand, they don't need to move Ram into the brand. I think you leave Ram as it is. Leave Ram as the truck brand. It's very similar to, I know you're going to say, well, Chevy has the Silverado and it's its own thing. Yeah, I get it. I can understand why they have that. They also have GMC. Could Dodge end up launching its own version of trucks? Because I think that's where that's coming from. Maybe Dodge releases its own truck and it's more based off of like the Fiat trucks, right? And I know people think like maybe the Rampage or something. It's a Ram right now in, South America, but could Dodge launch a mini truck or something, or a smaller truck and it not be a Ram? Yeah, I could see that happening. I just don't see. Ram is basically the cash cow right now. They are the belle of the motherfucking ball when it comes to Stellantis, all right? Ram pays the fucking bills. If you didn't know that, now you know, all right? And people go, oh, well, what about Jeep, TK? Yeah, Jeep's not cool. Cool story, bro. It ain't Jeep. Ram pays all the fucking bills, all right? That's what keeps that company. And fuck you French idiots that are going to go, oh, Peugeot, TK, Peugeot, these nuts. Peugeot's horrible, right? Not saying that other brands don't contribute some, right? And I'm talking about the Alphas and the Fiat and DS and all this other crap, all right? Opel probably contributes more than even the other brands, right? But Ram by itself is the cash cow. Why would you? Now I can say, well, that's why you want to do it. You want to save Dodge. You want to move Ram in with Dodge. Yes and no, man. you know, depending on how this new Durango turns out whenever they launch it, it's really going to determine how Dodge survives, and it really determines on how fast they put the Hellcat in the damn Charger. Because outside of that, if these Halo cars don't come like ASAP, these cheaper 30,000, you know, this segment of the market that Stellantis could corner here in the United States, with an average car over 50 grand, Dodge could corner it if they drop the Dart or Omni or whatever they're going to call this piece of shit that they're going to sell. Now I say piece of shit. I don't say it in a bad way. I'm just saying it's going to be a lesser car than what you're going to get from the Charger. Period. End of story. I'm sorry. Yes, they could have an SRT4 and SRT6 version, both with the, you know, smaller Hurricane and the bigger Hurricane engine, you know, the 4-cylinder Hurricane, the 6-cylinder Hurricane. Yeah, that's a possibility. That could happen. And it could be a great car, right? It could be awesome. But do I see it happening? Yes, I know it will happen. Will it happen in time before the brand's in trouble? And this is why, like, why would you, like, Ram is doing so well out of all the other brands, right? And I'm talking about financially, sales, marketing. They have momentum out the yazoo right now. Why would you want to merge them in with Dodge? And then what happens there? Does that force Matt out as CEO of Dodge, and that makes, you know, Tim CEO, or do we have co-CEO? It's like, it's such a shit. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. Matt's going to continue to run Dodge and do his damn thing. Tim is going to continue to do his thing with SRT and Ram. And the brand of Stellantis, or the company of Stellantis, will keep riding on America's nutsack. Period. End of story. That's what's going to happen. And I know my friends, you know, some of my sources that are at the board of directors don't like when I say this shit, but I'm honest. Look, man, you Italians and you French, I'm not saying that you make bad cars. You just make bad cars. Like, at least if Dodge builds some shit, it's inspiring. And look, maybe some of that Alpha stuff that you build or Fiat stuff is inspiring in Italy. It don't play here. But the one thing I can tell you the difference of is I could take a Hellcat to any country in the world and people want to see it. I can't take an Alpha Giulia all over the world and people want to see it. Sorry. I can't take a fucking Maserati all around the world and people want to see it. Maybe an MC20. That's probably it. That's probably it. So I guess the biggest thing is, like, know your lane with the other brands, right? Be happy that you have that big brother in Ram that's paying all your friggin' bills right now. And for the rumors, it's almost kind of cute. Like, I saw where the story came from. And I don't want to call it clout chasing or dick riding, but, you know, it's just clickbait, basically. Like, yeah, it makes sense. Yes, reporters asked Tim that question before. Yes, they've asked Matt the same question. Yes, they've asked Antonio Filosa that question. But is it really going to happen? When Antonio Filosa was saying that he may need to pare down some of the brands, we're not talking about merging brands together. We're talking about cutting the fat, getting rid of not even the fat, the necrosis. We're getting rid of the dead shit in the company. That's what the hell Antonio Filosa was talking about. And I'm talking about, and you can get mad, all you fucking Europeans that get in my comments, I don't give a shit. I'm talking about DS and Lancia. And I'm not talking about, you know, cutting them and just like letting them piss in the wind. They could sell them and make money off of them. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about Opel too. Opel actually does decent, but they could get rid of, Opel does good in Germany. Bye. Get rid of it. Sell it. Focus on the shit that makes you money. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. And if you want to focus on Maserati, cool, make dope ass shit. Go deal with your sister company at Ferrari and start putting some dope ass power plants in these Maseratis and make some cool ass cars. And you price them reasonably so that they are what they were before, a poor man's Ferrari, and you launch them here in America, and you might have people that might be interested in them. Just saying. Maybe even use an American engine here or there. Put a Hellcat engine in some shit. Just an idea. But, yeah, I know. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. This story doesn't have any fucking legs. So, you guys asked, so I just wanted to address it. It's a joke. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Thank you guys very much for watching. I truly appreciate it. And as always, stay petty, my friends.